Absolutely. Guys, welcome to Bloodstock. It's an absolute pleasure to be standing here talking with you, but also on the day you actually play. How are you feeling?
So excited.
Pretty excited, yeah.
It's getting close. It's under an hour before we have to start getting ready. It's getting really real now, so the nerves are kicking in, but we're super stoked.
I don't think it's fully set in that we're playing Bloodstock, but incredibly excited.
Well, how do you handle the nerves? You said the nerves are setting in. What do you do to handle this?
I mean, I just go into work mode, so I'm transferring the gear, so it's just going to be literally like you would any other job, do you know what I mean? You just get into it and get it done. It's the waiting around the thing that kills me, really.
Yeah.
So once I'm there, set up, and I'll be like, right, now I've got to wait an hour to go on stage, to be like,
Yeah, the waiting's the bit that sucks the most, and just knowing it's like 2 hours to go, 1 hour to go, half an hour to go. And then like in the last kind of 20 minutes, just going to hyperdrive.
and then it'll go. It'll be gone.
Yeah, then
like
it goes
that.
super
You have
fast.
this massive countdown, and it's like, oh, we're done.
Well, is it easy to tailor make a set for 30 minutes?
Well, with the length of songs that you wrote, does make it a little bit tricky.
The dice falleth as the dice falleth.
We do spend a lot of time making sure that our show is as jam-packed as it can be with all the different elements we want. We don't want to have massive gaps. So we've got, I think, a solid, I think it's 28 and a half minutes with a little bit of talking.
So you get a little bit of talking.
Well, we want the most of it, we want the music, because what we're all about is the riffs. We want people to be banging their head, getting involved, smacking into each other. The more of that we can do, the better. Do you know what I mean? So
What's your expectation? Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, when I'm seeing bands, especially at a festival, if every single band spends 5 minutes talking about, it's a lot of like, I'm not sure I want to hear it every single time. If I'm going to go see a band, especially if they only had 30 minutes, I want to hear exactly what they have. I want to hear the best of what they have. I don't necessarily want a speech. So I think I've translated that. And we don't say that much on stage, a couple of words maybe.
my monologue got caught on foot, unfortunately. We had to cut my monologue, so I'm very upset.
Do you have any expectations or hopes that what you might be able? I mean, obviously you want to bring in a crowd. But what's your expectations? What would satisfy you, make you walk away that went well?
I want to know that everyone's had a good time.
Yeah.
That's the most important bit for me, because like, we all love being on stage. You may be a bit nervous beforehand, but once we're on there, every minute is really fun for us. So if we can give that to everyone else, then I'm satisfied.
I mean, having people move as well, isn't it? Having people like move around and evidently displaying like their physical selves, they're having a time.
We're taking a bit of a risk. I'm not going to spoil it, but we have planned things in we want people to do. Hopefully, if they do that, that's good. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But we're trying to. We're going to engage with the crowd and get them to do some things.
So you plan some crowd interaction.
Yeah, we've got some crowd interaction. It's really important for us to involve the crowd because it's much their show as it is ours. So
have you been over there yet?
We have. We were there on Thursday actually.
Okay.
And we've checked out our bands this morning. So yeah, we've had a look. We scoped it all out. But yeah, it's very much like getting everyone involved. You want it to be almost production, but not the crowd not know it's a production. You know what I mean? So we've got it all drilled how we want to do it. If it all goes swimmingly and the crowd do what we expect to happen, then we'll come away with massive smiles on our faces.
And talk to me then about actually getting here. So getting to Bloodstock, your journey. I don't mean the literal journey, I mean the entire process to getting to the point where you were announced to play this festival.
So we took part in Bristol's Metal to the Masses competition, and it was an incredible experience for all of us. The Bristol metal community is really tight-knit. Everyone's really supportive of one another, so rather than it being like every band at each other's throats kind of thing, like I want to win, no I want to win, everyone was egging each other on to do the best that they could. I think because the process was over a few months, you get your colleagues and your family and stuff being like, oh, you're definitely going to win, but you don't want to go into it overconfident. You don't want to believe it until you actually hear those words. We both wept when they announced.
Oh yeah, it's a hugely emotional experience, not just as a band, but as individuals. It's a massive milestone as professionals. Even on the New Blood stage, to be at a prestigious festival like Bloodstock, I mean, it's surreal to be in the area, talking to press, rubbing shoulders with people that I grew up listening to, do you know what I mean, that are like on my Spotify playlist, I listen to them all the time, and now I'm literally talking to them, you know, like they're friends, so it's, you know, it's massive.
Bloodstock is a second home that we look forward to every year, so to be on this side of it is like a really interesting experience for us.
But it's not the pinnacle.
You get up on stage, you play your set and then it's done and you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
It's this massive build up and it goes so quick.
I'm so aware of how quickly it's going to go, and it makes me a little bit sad, but it just encourages me to savor every moment.
We're tying into that. A lot of other bands that play the New Blood, sometimes this is the pinnacle and this is as far as you go. We always hope it's not the case, but we have seen it. We've been doing this for 9 years, so we've seen people come and go and some grow to then come and play in other stages. What's the score there with you guys?
I think it would be great for us to be able to come back and do Sophie, Lancaster stage, You know, as soon as really next year would be amazing. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
It's not impossible. Tribe of Ghosts played New Blood last year and are back this year.
I think we respect the opportunity we've been given, but we are viewing this more as a launch pad rather than as the top of the mountain. We've worked really hard to get here, but we're playing our show today to go, we deserve to be here, and we're going to show you why we want to be coming back and entertaining people and smashing it out year on year. Our bassist has been coming since 2012. You know, ideally he wants to keep coming here again. The more he gets to be on the stages, the better. Do you know what I mean? So we're here not only to celebrate what we have done, but to really stick our flag in the ground and go, no, we are here from Bristol, and we are here to make noise and show us people what we can do.
Hopefully people like it.
Yep.
I think for us, this is a humongous leap forward. This last 6 months has been crazy, and I'm hoping that trajectory will continue.
It's been a good year.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, it's been sick. And it's like this is the pinnacle of the year, but hopefully not of our career.
Well, what's next? What can you talk to me about anything you currently have in the works or plans for the remainder of this year and into 2024?
So we've got a lot of shows booked in. We're playing Deprivation Festival in Swindon and a few others dotted around the country. We've got some music that's ready to be recorded, so we're hoping to get into the studio as soon as we can. We've got new merch lines coming out, a bunch of stuff in the works. Just we want to go as much as we can.
Got to get Bloodstock out of the way first. Like this has got to be a
Bloodstock's
primary
our main
concern, and then we can crack on with our like autumn shows. Pop in the studio, you know, get something out over the new year because like we haven't released music in a little while. It's long overdue. We got new members now as well. These guys, you know, neither of them were in the band a couple of years back, so we need to get something out with them on record.
Put your hand up. I'll make life a little easier. Right, guys, this is the part of the interview.
Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne. And in here, I normally we have a couple of hundred, but because we've tailored in the Bloodstock, it's random questions. Tailored around the festival and just some extra ones that I particularly like. We're going to pull some out.
Yep.
Okay.
Answer away, basically. So, we start with a stupid one, but it's a controversial one. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
You're tripping, mate.
You don't, hang on, you don't even put meat
don't
on
give me that shit.
It's
Don't
not
give me that
vegan.
shit.
They don't even put meat or proper
It's a
cheese on
fruit.
pizza.
Tomatoes
No.
are fruit, peppers are fruit, that goes on pizza, pineapple's a fruit, it goes
It's
on there.
dependent on the other
Can I get
toppings.
a democratic answer?
Democratically, yes. That's 2 to 1.
He's the band leader, so it must be. Yes, I'm sorry, pineapple does belong on pizza. You heard it here
That's
first.
right, know your place.
Sit down.
Me. Would you call yourself a people person?
No.
You barely like me, let alone
I
other people.
fucking hate it. I only really like one of them, and we're engaged, so that's that. So.
Okay. What we got?
Oh.
I'm buying a round. What is your order? Go-to drink?
I'll have some room temperature water, please.
Yeah, okay.
If it's before the set. After the set, whiskey and coke.
Yeah, after the set, whiskey and coke.
Oh, proper pint of ale.
Okay, keep it simple. Here it is. All right. What is a recent experience that made you feel old?
Turning 25.
25, huh?
Just hitting the mid-20s. Where it's gone by so quickly. Not to be... I feel like I said that.
25. I turned 39 2 days ago, guys.
Isn't
Come
it?
on.
I turned 30.
Go
Like,
like a
come on,
day
you're
over
young.
20.
For me, it was finding a grey leg hair and grey eyebrow hair.
Oh.
Last week, I got a fucking 2 of them right there.
You're on the phone to your dad. You're
I'm
like,
on
Dad, I'm
and my
bad.
dad, you got to help me out here, man. What do I do? Do I pluck? Do I shave them? Do I dye it?
start
do I
dyeing,
just end it all now?
That is it. Do you start dying
I
at
reckon you
moments?
shave your eyebrows clean off. and just
Dyeing
wear-
the eyebrows.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
me, it was getting hungover on one drink. That's your old.
Terrifying
One whiskey
moment.
on Thursday. I woke up this morning like, oh god, no.
The terrifying moment when your body just can't
That's
do it
it. Your
anymore.
body can't do it anymore. I was like, right, yeah, no, I'm probably a dad at this point now.
All right, guys, we'll do one more, and I've got. What is your go-to festival food choice?
Well, I'm actually new to festivals. This is my first time at a festival camping, being a punter, let alone at Bloodstock. So, I've heard the way to go is vegan because you can avoid all of potentially stomach issues.
Yeah.
So, vegan, I've been told, is the way to go.
I mean, we're both vegans, so we'll take what we can get, really.
Yeah,
'cause
I mean it's better than it used to be for you
Yeah.
guys, but it's still not
I'm
great.
very grateful that Bloodstock has catered a lot to vegans. Like, there's a lot of different vendors that we can go to, but typically, if we're going somewhere that we expect to not be able to find much, so we're just happy with
You've
anything.
seen the place that's directly outside Sophie, right? Vegan.
Yeah,
you know it,
yeah.
We've
There
already
it is.
been there.
It's the place to be. Guys, good luck for later on. I
Thank
know
you
you're
so
going
much.
to
Thank you so much
smash
for
it.
having us.
Cheers, Carl.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much
it,
for
man.
taking time to do this.
Take
Hey,
care.
cheers.